Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 11th through the 17th. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, I am using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords. Alright, so the Ace of Swords is a card of victory, but it's victory after dealing with some obstacles or some challenges. So maybe some of you are coming out quite victorious with something in your life. The Ace of Swords can also represent that truth, that logic, that communication. For some of you, I think that some of you are waiting on news, waiting on communication, and it's absolutely coming in. I think that some of you are dealing with some divine timing here. But this is definitely going to be some sort of truth, some sort of clarity that's coming in for many of you. The overall energy is the Hermit. So I think that some of you are seeking that enlightenment. You're waiting on that news, you're waiting on that truth, that information. With the Hermit here, you're definitely waiting. And with the Hermit as the overall energy, some of you are definitely going to maybe be spending some time alone this week. Use that time to go within. When it comes to a particular matter, I think that your intuition is definitely speaking to you. Some of you maybe need to meditate. Some of you maybe need to go off and spend some time alone. But that truth, that clarity is on its way. So for some of you, it could be taking place this weekend, but then maybe for some other Scorpios, you could be hearing something next week. But it's definitely on its way. I think that some Scorpios, you're definitely dealing with some divine timing here, absolutely. But you do have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Wands. So things are going to happen when they're meant to happen. Absolutely, this wheel will turn for you when it's meant to happen. So, and I think that some of you with the Knight of Wands energy, with the Wheel of Fortune, that change, that news, that enlightenment, that clarity that you're seeking, it's on its way. And when it comes in, it's going to happen when you least expect it, and it's going to happen very quickly with this energy. It's going to happen very suddenly here. But I think that some of you have maybe been waiting on this information or this movement, moving on to the next cycle or next chapter of your life. I think that you've been waiting to be able to move forward energy-wise with the Hermit. It's not things happening too quickly here. And I think that some of you have been dealing with some divine timing, but when the energy shifts, it's going to happen very quickly. Higher forces are definitely at play here. And with the Devil, when it comes to this matter, I think that some of you, yes, you might feel blocked, you might feel stuck or tied. Also, there could be some Scorpios that you're obsessing about this situation, and it could be because you really had to be strong, you've had to be patient. We have Strength here with the Devil, and then I also have Temperance, which is patience and moderation, and a good indication that things are happening on divine time, definitely with this combination. So continue on being strong, go within, rely upon that inner strength. You have that inner strength when it comes to being able to wait this out. You are going to charge forward. This is going to happen very quickly. I think that some of you are seeking that information, that enlightenment, and maybe even feel stuck. Definitely maybe even feel stuck. But again, when the energy shifts, it's going to happen very, very quickly. Now, maybe a Leo has something to do with this. A Leo, a Sagittarius, or Aries. The Devil represents the sign of Capricorn. So there could be a fire sign person that's very significant. There could be a Capricorn that's very significant. Also, with this Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Devil, there could be some Scorpios watching this that you might have been like in a toxic environment or relationship, a difficult situation, one that most likely was no longer serving you. And so here with the Ace of Swords, you could be setting yourself free. There could be some Scorpios watching this that you are actually going to be traveling. You are actually going to be moving forward. You're going to spin this wheel and take some sort of risk. For some of you, you're definitely being divinely guided here, and you have that inner strength when it comes to maybe you pushing forward, that confidence, that courage that you'll need when it comes to you moving forward in some way and taking some sort of risk. So for a certain group of you, Scorpios, you might be severing ties. You could be freeing yourself from a difficult situation here, a relationship, an addiction, something that's no longer serving you here. And this is you actually having that courage or that confidence that you'll need to be able to do this. So some of you are going to use a sword, and it could be because with the Hermit as the overall energy, if you are going off and spending some time alone, or you are going within for answers, some of you are maybe seeing things clearly at this moment. You could be becoming enlightened, and therefore you see things from a different point of view, and now you're using this sword, you're moving forward. There could be physical travel for some of you, and it definitely could be on the relationship front, because we have the Two of Cups here. So for some of you it could be a romantic relationship, but of course for other Scorpios this could be a family relationship, this could be a friendship. That's very significant. That maybe has something to do with this. Now with the Five of Cups underneath it, there could have been a loss, or there can be a loss of a relationship. This can also represent regrets, sadness, or even a very, very doubtful energy. So for some of you with the Fool here, you have this maybe opportunity, this new path that's opening up for you, but it requires some sort of risk or leap of faith. And I think that for some of you, for those of you it's not loss, this is a very pessimistic, doubtful sort of energy. So you have this new beginning that's opening up for you here, that's coming in for you, but there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of worry. So there's the need to stay optimistic here. So if you've been waiting on another person as well, if you felt stuck and you've had to be calm, you've had to be patient, this can also be some doubt, some worry here, and definitely some of you feeling more emotional, fearing the worst, fearing that this isn't going to work out. There's a need to get your emotions definitely more in balance. For some of you with the Five of Cups and Temperance here, there's a need to get your emotions definitely in balance here. So I think that some of you are a little pessimistic, a little doubtful here, because you are maybe walking out on this new path, and maybe it is a little scary for some of you. We have the Wheel of Fortune mirroring the Fool, so there's a risk here for some of you, and I think that the universe has or will be presenting this opportunity for you, Scorpio, and it's whether, you know, it's really up to you whether or not you spin that wheel and take that chance. But this can be something that is very rewarding for you, but you're gonna have to conquer this here, your emotions. You're going to have to really stay positive and free yourself from any sort of negative thinking, negative influences here. It's definitely time to take back your power. Again, I think things are happening on divine time, but when the energy shifts, things are going to start to happen very quickly. And with the Ace of Swords, it is a card of victory. So you're moving towards some sort of success here. And you are just about ready to walk down a new path. So it is an exciting time. So even if things are taking a long time, it is an exciting time. So really just try to stay positive here. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. Additional guidance for Scorpio. There can also be some other Scorpios that you could be growing spiritually, absolutely, with the Hermit as the overall energy. You could be growing spiritually. You could be turning to your spirituality at this time. The additional guidance card for you guys is Power. I mean, this could not resonate more. Power. So some of you have way more power than you think you have. You have a lot of power in this situation. Some of you, it's time to use that power. Definitely use this sword and free yourself from that is no longer serving you, whatever this is for you. For some of you, it's time for you to take back your power. Definitely, it's time for you to take control. With Strength and the Devil here, it's time for you to take control. It's time for you to take that bull by the horns for some of you. But you have all the power. And again, I see you moving towards some sort of victory here, some sort of success here. But some of you might need to, you know, really feel how empowered you are. You have a lot of power in this situation. Okay, Scorpio, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Take care.